Well, good evening, good people. Mark Holmes here. As always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Man, it is great to be back home. I had the trip of a lifetime there with my boys. You know, that was like going to summer camp, when you were a kid. We had the road trip and stuff, the anticipation of it, the buildup of getting there. We did hiking. Lord knows we hiked like 2 miles that first night from where we parked the car inside of the draft and things. It was like we were in a cabin because we are all, crammed into the room and stuff with the blow-up beds and everything else. We had a ball at the draft. And now it's back to actually getting back to work and stuff. It's great to go on the road. It's difficult to replicate what we can do here on the road, especially when you were literally on the road last night like we were. And a lot of news was happening last night as we were driving up the road and things that, we were just tired. And it was just like at a point of, we just want to get home. And, we'll deal with the stuff when we get there. But the work is just beginning with the Dallas Cowboys. There's a lot of stuff that's still going on. We have the undrafted rookie free agents. And, a lot of people will poo-poo a draft pick because it's a person that they don't know the name of. Or they'll poo-poo an undrafted rookie free agent because they'll say, oh, well, this guy ain't going to make the roster and stuff. But the one thing that you have to look at with the Dallas Cowboys is the Dallas Cowboys, a couple of things with the Dallas Cowboys that they're really good at. They're really good at their first-round draft picks. They're one of the best teams at drafting the first round. Their fourth-round draft picks, surprisingly, they've gotten a lot of the core of their team and a lot of great players in the fourth round. Dalton Schultz, Dak Prescott, as well as many, many other ones that have been guys that have been valuable to our roster. And the Dallas Cowboys do well with undrafted rookie free agents. You can look at Lyle Collins, who shouldn't have been an undrafted rookie free agent, but because of circumstances ended up dropping and not being drafted. But you can also look at Tony Romo, who was an undrafted rookie free agent that the Dallas Cowboys kept and ended up over the course of, several years of him being able to watch, develop into a great quarterback. And you could look at currently one of our better offensive linemen who is definitely going to be getting another contract is Terrence Steele. Now, his rookie year was kind of rocky because that was the COVID year and not having the offseason to get ready, not having preseason games, and then thrusted into the starting lineup. It was trial by fire. And it was difficult for him the first half of the season. He kind of righted the ship by the second half, but then the second year took off and became a really, really good right tackle. And that's the thing that's kind of amazing about football. Most people pay attention to the first pick, maybe the second and third, but they forget about the later round guys. And those guys, sometimes you find the diamond in the rough. And that's where the Cowboys have been very, very good. They've done a lot of the local visits and stuff before the draft and things. And they immediately, we had just hit the road, the draft ended, and boom, they're signing guys left and right. So I want to give you the list of the free agents. And through the course of the next couple of days and the next couple of weeks, you're going to start hearing more and more, getting breakdown on these guys and getting more background on them. So we have Blake Whiteheart, tight end from Wake Forest. Now, you'll remember Peyton Hendershot last year, undrafted rookie free agent, and actually played really, really well last year and probably will have a pivotal role this year on the Dallas Cowboys. Amari DeMartico, running back TCU. Jacob Slade, defensive line, Michigan State. Joel Hunford, tight end, Michigan. Kendall Brooks, safety, Michigan State. Kyle Sobey, linebacker, Arizona State. Melvin Pierre, linebacker, Kent State. Matt Honberg, long snapper, Oklahoma State. And cornerback, Quatrive White. And I know I butchered up the names and things in here because that's what I do. I am the name butcher. But we'll get to know, we'll start doing some breakdown on these guys and getting some background on them. The thing about the Cowboys, their scouting department You know, you can put them against just about anybody in the NFL, especially when it comes to finding these diamonds in the rough. And I dare say that one of the things that you actually have to look at with the Dallas Cowboys, the Cowboys throughout their history have found talent where others haven't. And I think Jerry Jones tried to get that talent where other people weren't getting them, basically with their second round picks. And I think that hasn't panned out the way that the Cowboys would like. They've always gone through and they looked and say, let's see if we can get a first round talented guy who's fallen because of injury or off the field issues. See, if you go back to the Dallas Cowboys back in their early years, one, they were the first team to start using a computer and statistics, and ended up getting players that other teams didn't know anything about by using the computer. They also went to small schools and traditionally black schools, HBCUs, and finding talent, again, that others had not. So Jerry was trying to find that, that supply of players to help keep the Cowboys ahead talent-wise. And it just didn't work out. But now the Cowboys have signed, I don't know if I said this was on my original list, HBCU prospect Isaiah Land. Isaiah Land should have actually been drafted. He was one of the top ones. And unfortunately, the HBCUs have been kind of neglected. I think only one HBCU player was actually drafted. You've heard Deion Sanders literally go off on NFL for not drafting any. So we'll see how well that works out. We've found several. I forgot Malik Davis was also one of the running backs that we had last year that ended up playing really well for us. That was an undrafted free agent. So that's where we are. We've got a few new players in here. The Cowboys will be getting back to business here. These guys will be in here getting physicals, beginning OTAs and working out and getting their contracts and stuff together, and becoming the process of trying to become Dallas Cowboys players. Whew, man, I'm tired, and I am so grateful for the trip that we've had. And we'll have more to follow, and I'll bring it to you starting tomorrow morning. See you later. Peace.